Jayden Shiba is washed, fraud, and has a stolen bag.
I got a comment on my Carter Grayson video basically telling me to stop glazing. Glazing is crazy, huh? With a Samurai, Jayden from Samurai, Power Ranger profile pic.
Yo, W Samurai
reason
fan.
for why this next 7 minutes is gonna happen. If any of y'all Jayden Meat Riders, blame him.
Am I happy with Wyatt?
That's me.
Am I happy with the people around me?
Okay, I have a confession for all you new gen Power Ranger fans. I don't like Jayden Shiba at all. The Red Samurai Ranger, I don't care for him. Now, I wouldn't even talk about how much I don't rock with them if it wasn't for all the people glazing the absolute mess out of this.
I started that.
I was fine with the new niggas like in Samurai. I'm sure the theme song is cheeks and just go Power Rangers again. Sure,
this shit is
the
fire.
era of them egregiously talking down to their younger viewers like it's goddamn 1995 again.
Your bike had training wheels until you were 10. What?
That was a fire scene.
The plot if we don't start with opening and narration for every episode. You know, forget our characters' names.
They do that for The Flash. They do that for all the new shows. What are we talking about?
They don't say it out loud during the intro because the kids can't fucking read. Sure, the show is visually identical to its Sentai counterpart, meaning most really cool things that Samurai has done was done by Shinkenger. But all Power Ranger seasons are just carbon copies of the Sentai.
Yes, they are.
These shows I'm showing right now on screen are fundamental.
RPM and Go Onger are two totally different seasons. We know that because they decided to take RPM to a totally different level. But let's talk about Time Force. Time Force is a carbon copy of, I think it's Time Ranger, I guess, but that's the same thing. What are you talking about?
And thematically different from each other. Not Samurai. I grew up with this egregious dip in quality, but a lot of people still enjoy the season, so I thought, hey, I'm gonna just shut up. But then around like a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, people started glazing. Jayden Shiba, like he the new gen GOAT.
Hold on, wait.
People started glazing. Jayden Shiba, like he the new gen GOAT.
I made this video right here of Jayden dancing to the
glorious,
the little Yachty shit. Oh, look, my glorious king. Nobody's better than Jayden Shiba. Yes, my glorious king, Jayden Shiba. Yes.
When this guy is a fraud.
No, he's not.
This guy is a phony.
No, he's not.
Ignorance at best and revisionist history at worst put this nigga on the Mount Rushmore of GOAT. The agenda will not continue. I'm sick of this shit. Jayden Shiba is whack. He ain't
no, he's
cool,
not.
He ain't stoic, and he definitely ain't no glorious king. Jayden Shiba is on fraud watch. I'ma say it. Y'all want me to, but I'ma say it. This nigga Jayden from Power Rangers Samurai took all his sauce from Takaru and Samurai Sentai Shinkenger.
Who's that? Never heard of him in my life, and I never will.
His last name ain't even his last name. He did what the white people on Twitter do when they see an Asian nigga name and they take it. Dude, this nigga Takaru need to suit his pants off this nigga, bro. When we first meet Jayden, you think his pull-up game clean as fuck.
It is.
That wanders into some sort of enclosed alleyway and is encountered by the evil niggas. You know, Jayden
That's
swoops in,
tough.
uses lines order to intervene, and his mentor's like, hold on, y'all. It's the 18th leader of the Samurai Power Rangers.
Yes, it
Descendant
is.
of the man who cooked y'all all those years ago. Y'all gonna run or take the ass whooping? Y'all gonna become rust on his blade, yes or no? Jayden like, nah, don't run from it. It's go
Don't
time.
run.
Man, this nigga pull-up game saucy as fuck till you realize, wait, no, this can't be. This is the exact same thing his Sentai counterpart did, but less cool. And when I say that, I mean that, not just the footage. The dialogue is almost the exact same thing.
Look before you,
Moogers.
Moogers. This is the 18th leader of the Samurai Power Rangers.
Yo, this man right here. This man got no aura. What are we talking about? Look at him. They look scared as shit.
Descendant of the man
Look at Mentor G. Yo.
who destroyed your masters years ago.
吉良におわすのが300年の昔より貴様たちを葬ってきた侍の末裔
Retreat now or become rust.
On his
それ言っ
blade.
て隙間へ帰るかこの刀の去となるかしかと
Takaru pulls up in the exact same way, gets the exact same glaze, but he don't say that corny shit at the end.
I want to take them for a spin.
I
He
wanna
doesn't. He
take
tells
them
Mentor
for
to
a
stop blazing.
spin.
Oh, my glorious king Jayden Shiba. They literally call this nigga Lord Takaru in the show.
I mean, I guess that's like respect. I don't know how they do that shit over there, but I heard that that's just respect. Is it not? I don't know.
Ain't nobody calling Jayden that. On my leash, face ass. I am on your ass. It's like Taku calls his guardian G and said, okay, this mentor Jayden. Nigga, G means old
Jayden
man
just
or
does it
samurai.
better.
This nigga has a name. His name isn't G. His name is just G. Choreography ain't even different. I mean, this is the first season post-Disney era. Before the great shit. Power Rangers had interesting, original, and dynamic choreography. Take a Disney era first appearance of Pull Up and compare it to a Sentai counterpart, night and day.
Let's talk about it. Samurai, when it first started off, it was a rushed season. They were forced by Nick to hurry up and put out a season so they didn't have time to do all this other extra shit that they do for other seasons. That's why they did it in the next season that came after it and other seasons after, because they didn't have time for it. But it was still a great season.
There's a reason to watch these two shows because they're different.
These are the only two that you could say like that. Every other show is basically the same. RPM is a totally different. It's just, and as you can see, it's the only thing that he could bring up is RPM. Try Time Force, you can't.
This one is just the worst version of the better thing. The whole season they try to make him all cool and calculated and stoic, just like a Sentai counterpart. But it don't work. It don't work.
Does.
I'm sorry, but my nigga, you cannot act.
How can I talk you out of this? You can't.
You can't talk him out of nothing, because he's like that. He's going to put the hands on you every single time. Let's go.
That ain't even all his fault. A good chunk of the Samurai script was just translated from Shinkenju. Would you believe me if I said in the 6 months and not a year they had to complete this show, the executives just wanted the people to dub over Shinkenju, and they almost did it. They did something slightly better instead. But I could go for hours talking about how Jayden's W's are visually and thematically the exact same as his Sentai counterpart, but worse. Jayden himself, just in a vacuum, ain't that cool. They try to give him flaws like he doesn't want to work with the team or he has like an insatiable like hunger for battle. But no, it just doesn't work. You can't.
It does work though, and it works perfectly fine. That's why there's so many samurai lovers. It works.
Said he needs a team
not for
to
you.
show him all God mode. We get it, he powerful, mysterious, or whatever. This nigga not card. Can this nigga emote? Do he got flaws?
No, he's perfect. He doesn't need flaws because he's perfect. His flaws is that he's too good. His flaw is the fact that he's too good for his team. That's his flaw. His flaw is that he's a nonchalant dreadhead. That's his flaw. He doesn't like people. He never liked people from the jump. He didn't want a team. He was going to do it all on his dolly because he's that nice. Come on,
he looked
bro.
like a serial killer. Ignoring Shinkenju completely and the fact that Jayden stole bro whole flow. Anytime you show me a clip of this nigga doing something, another Red Ranger did it better. Fuck
That's
that.
cap.
Another character did
That's
it
cap.
better. Or you had a nice dude, Jack, who ain't even a samurai, did it better.
No, he didn't.
Fucking drag on.
You're not gonna sit here and tell me the fight that Jack had in the freaking park in the woods was better than Decker's fight. You can't say that, because if you are, then as you're saying, in the then it's better than the one in the Shinkenju, because it's the same exact fight. What are you talking about? It's not. We're just being haters.
2 seasons to pad for time. Casey spanking this nigga with the shark swords. Are you near dead solo and the main villain? Man.
Casey and his shark sabers, them flimsy shits. You go like this, them shits is blending like a flaccid penis. What are we talking about here? You know damn well that that's not better than Jayden Shiba and his samurai. Jayden Shiba going crazy with a samurai sword. Stop it.
Ain't even shit, nigga. Your helmet ain't even cracked yet. If your helmet don't got a crack in it in the final episode, or if you're not doing the thumbs up, do not talk to me. Or you.
That's like 5 Rangers. There's almost 20 something. What are we talking about?
Weren't the true Red Ranger and it was actually your older sibling or like somebody else? You know, normally something like that would induce like anxiety or insecurity or like survivor's guilt in Leo's case. So not him, he Batman. He Ken Carson. Mysterious and aloof for the secret that don't really fucking matter.
It does matter. His secret mattered. I hate when people say that his secret did not matter. It did matter, because if he told the team, imagine he told Mike, oh my God, he's gonna tell everybody around the world. Say he won't tell everybody around the world. Say that he won't tell everybody around the world. He would. Mike is gonna be the biggest blabbermouth of all time. I don't get it. It makes sense why he didn't do that. It makes sense why they kept it a secret. Because if only one person knows, then guess what? The secret is not gonna come out and they can't tell and go run ahead and find Lauren. So he left when Lauren came, so nobody got in the way, and he wasn't in the way anymore, and they could focus on Lauren Shiba, which didn't work because she ended up doing a swanton bomb off of a 6-foot mountain. Dumbass.
He's so cool. He has no flaws in like emotions and like development. Nah, he's just like a perfect vacuum, sucking all the creativity and nuance and depth from anything around him just so they could glaze the fuck out of him. How you got a team of yes men on a merry-go-round and taking turns doing tricks on it? Every
Cause
nigga
he's
on your
that good.
team glaze you. Why
He's
is this
that
nigga
good. Name one Ranger or any other team that gets glazed more than Jayden Shiba. You cannot find it because he's that good. He's that good. What are we talking about here? There's no other Ranger team that gets glazed, no other Ranger, no other Power Ranger that gets glazed more than Jayden Shiba.
Yelling at you. Why is the only black man doing the most egregious glazing I have ever seen in my life?
Yo.
Worst team ever, bro. If they was on the battlefield and Jayden was tripping, they would just follow Jayden Lee. Jayden said do a flip, Kevin hitting that die lit. Remember when the Blue Ranger was
Swanton
tough
bomb,
nonsense
nigga.
and not a glazer? Yeah, I was an SPD where the black man was the Red Ranger and the white man was the Blue Ranger. Is this payback?
And it was straight
Jack 2
beef.
sauced up? Awful coincidence.
Jake.
Is all I'm gonna say on that. I'm just starting to notice something. The only nigga I know who glazed Jayden better is another black man.
My glorious kid, my head of the table.
My MLK.
Oh,
Yo.
your head of the table. Your MLK.
MLK,
This nigga
yes.
look racist, bro.
Jayden Shiba, one of the strongest Rangers
Of all time.
All time
Yes.
is crazy.
One of the strongest Rangers of all time. That's me.
Jayden is one of the hardest working Power Rangers
Of all time.
What Ranger
Yes.
do you know is training from sundown
Sunlight.
to bare sunlight with cuts and bruises
All over his body.
Praise this nigga for doing his job. You know how many of these niggas do that?
None of them. Bring up a clip. Bring up a clip. Somebody right now in the comments right now. Tell me. Which one of y'all? When has he ever done that? Jayden's not even top 5 strongest? Yes, he is. He definitely is. He definitely is. Name 15 Rangers stronger than him. You can't. You can't. It's not ridiculous to say that. You show me a clip of a Ranger training right now, and he had cuts and bruises all over his body because he was working hard. Real easy. All that training just to get folded by in every episode. That's lies. Jayden is the only one on the team who never got folded. You could never find a full clip of Jayden Shiba getting completely folded unless it was against Master Xandred or one of the real big bads. And other than that, he's poisoned. They have to poison Jayden for him to actually start losing. Jen owns him. He will deadass send Jen back to 19-something and make her have no feminist laws. I promise you, he will violate her. Lois, I'm doing good, man. How are you? Deadass.
Jayden went from not caring about the
What are we
Rangers
talking about?
at all to jumping in front of an attack from Decker and saving Mentor G's life.
Can you tell me Mentor G's first name?
Every time
Mentor
Jayden
G's
ran
first
off
name
and
is
got it on
Mentor
with
G.
Decker, it was an instant classic.
Instant. Get
It
this
is.
nigga out of here.
Top 5 best Power Ranger fights of all time.
It is.
5.
Is this nigga serious?
This should not even top 20.
What? Okay, y'all have to say y'all could hear he's capping. It's not even top 20. 20? You can't name 20 fights better than this. I could give you Jason versus Tommy, the first one, because of how iconic it is. I could give you what else? Casey versus Daishi. I could give you what else? Let me think. What else? What other fights? This is better than Nikki versus Korag. I'm saying it right now. The choreography, come on, stop it. Trent versus Connor, that was garbage. Connor got his ass beat the entire time. Trent versus Connor got his ass beat the entire time. That wasn't a real fight. That was just a straight massacre. Jayden versus Decker is definitely top 20. Yes, it is. Come on, what are we talking about here? Tommy versus himself. The Green versus White Ranger. They're not doing kicks and flips, purposely missing each other the entire time. They don't hit each other at all. Jayden gets a freaking sword shoved straight through his chest, and it drops a sword from one hand to another one and slices through dust. Yo,
This level
stop
of
it,
blaze
stop
should
it,
be
stop it,
illegal.
stop it, stop
Nigga, you
it.
should be in Arkham Asylum. I could see if it was for like Casey or Shane or Carter.
He's better than Shane. You can have Connor. I mean, you can have Casey. He's definitely better than Carter too. And Carter, I know Joe is your favorite Red Ranger. I'll put that man on fraud watch. That little dumbass white man, all he does is shoot guns. He
Connor,
sucks.
nigga, Jayden, your GOAT is a fraud. Everything he stands for ain't his.
He's a
It
perfect
is.
shooter.
Yo.
When he whips out that bazooka.
He's not
Oh,
missing.
he a perfect shooter? Watch this video. Somebody please put Ranger Towa on a Samurai Sentai Shinkenger. This nigga would jump in his boots.
No, I
Stop
won't.
to the jumping on dick. Or at least jumping on the right dick. All love, bro. How we beefing? Ain't no love. I see you bought a samurai, but wait.
Yo.
Hold on. That is the toy from Shinkenger. I own the Samurai's. Both of them. The American molds were shit. Only one button worked, and the main function of the morpher got taken out. No calligraphy brush. We ain't doing no simple power magic with this shit, nigga. You knew I had to get the upgrade. Holding Takuda's morpher or watching Takuda's clip.
Nah, you're wildin'. I'm holding Lauren Shiba's morpher and Jada's pop's morpher. Stop playing. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. This one is from Lauren Shiba. You feel me? Lauren Shiba uses this. This is Lauren Shiba's. This one belongs to Lauren and his pops. This is the old samurai morpher from back in the day. Jayden Shiba's father's morpher. Not Jayden's. I never said that this was Jayden's morpher. This is Lauren Shiba's dad's. Why don't you turn it on? I don't have batteries in this. I don't want batteries in here. I don't want it screaming in the middle of the night and scaring me. This has very atrocious speakers on it. All of them, the old morphers and stuff, they all have terrible speakers on it. And I don't want this shit just randomly screaming go Power Rangers at night. Feel me?
Beat for beat. Fraud watch. I'm on that ass. Does Samurai have the best villains?
Yes, it does. Decker and Dayu's story is tough. It's top 10. Decker and Dayu's story is top 10. Don't lie. Decker's story is top 10. Villain stories? Yes, it is. It's better than Lord Zed's. Better than Rita's. Better than Divatox. Better than the Machine Empire. Probably not better than Astronomers. I'll give you that. After Astronomer, who's after Astronomers? Trakina, it's not better than Trakina. Trakina shit is tough. Lightspeed Rescue is better than that. Time Force, probably not. Who else is in there? There's a whole bunch, but it's not. It's definitely one of the best villain stories of all time.
Nigga, asking this question should get the electric chair. In all seriousness, shout out Ranger Towa. That's the homie. Go follow him. It's very cool seeing niggas like me keep the community alive, especially this new age version of the community where we like Jayden Shiba a little more than we should. I love Operation Overdrive and that.
This man loves Operation Overdrive. You coming for me and you love Operation Overdrive? He loves Operation Overdrive. A man was a robot. That was the main plot of the story. The man ended up becoming a Megazord. Ooh, a human Megazord. Congratulations. That's it. Will was the best character on Operation Overdrive, and I guarantee you probably hate him. Samurai freaking forever. Yes.
Series isn't really that good at all.
I don't know about you.
Just remember that Casey or Shane could beat this nigga in a fist or sword fight.
No, they're not. No, they're not. In a fist and sword fight, obviously he's going to lose. That's not his forte. But in a sword fight, they're not touching him. Casey's definitely not touching Jayden in a sword fight. Not with his goddamn flimsy-ass swords. No free promos, facts. But come on, he's not touching him with his goddamn flimsy-ass swords. And we all know this. We know this. Them flimsy-ass swords. Jayden's the greatest samurai freaking fighter. I mean, the greatest swordsman in Power Rangers. You're not going to sit here and tell me that Casey, a man with them flimsy-ass swords, is touching Jayden. That man is not touching him in no way, shape, or form with a sword. If Jayden doesn't have swords, and Casey doesn't have swords, and they're obviously going in there with their straight fists, Casey's going to win because that's Casey's forte. Jayden's forte is the swords, and he's going to spank him. And who else did he say? Shane? Shane, show me a Shane clip of him going crazy with his swords. Show me something with Shane going absolutely berserk to the point where he needed to get glazed of his swordsmanship. You can't. You can't. I'm not sleeping on Shane, Miko, but he's not better than Jayden in a sword fight. He's not beating Jayden in a pure sword fight. What are we talking about here, bro? Tommy is a better swordsman? Tommy's not even a better swordsman. No, Tommy's a great swordsman, but he's not good. He's not touching the top of the sword people. Like, you can't sit here and tell me that Tommy is up there with anybody. Exactly. Thank you, Miko. Thank you, Miko. Thank you, Miko. What are we talking about here, bruh? What are we talking about here? Jayden is spanking anybody with a sword. You're not seeing Jayden with a sword. No. And I might even take it a step forward. Some of these Rangers are not even seeing Kevin in a sword fight. Some of y'all not even seeing Kevin in a sword fight. Stop it. The swordfish swords was flimsy too. Exactly. Them shits is not real swords. Them shits is bending everywhere. Jayden is going through that shit easily. And let's not sit here and act like Jayden doesn't have the big ass fire smasher and he's shoving that shit straight through people's chests. Come on. Antonio versus Kevin, who would win in a sword fight? Pure swords, nothing, Kevin. But if with Antonio and all his powers and his speed, give me Antonio. It's that simple. Jayden's still weak though. He's not. He's not weak at all. I don't understand how we got there. Nigga, Master Xandred is one of the strongest villains in Power Rangers, and Jayden took him on one-on-one. What are we talking about? Jayden and Kevin clearing anyone with a sword, especially together. Exactly, Miko. Thank you. Thank you. You can't stop a team of samurai rangers who trained their whole life using swords, and you think that these rangers who just came out of high school is gonna beat them? No. 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 Trent clears. Trent has no training experience at all. That man is legit just powerful and fast. And Jayden is one of the smartest rangers of all time when it comes to battle IQ and stuff like that. And I think Jayden, with his brain and the way that he thinks, he could beat Trent. Exactly. Jayden been prepping his whole life, and being a samurai, that boy is dangerous. Exactly. Xandred with his headaches. Xandred's headaches? Bro, if imagine that man did not have headaches, though. That man would be one of the greatest villains of all time. How would Psycho Red do against Jayden? Miko, go ahead, bruh. If Psycho Red doesn't touch Jayden, then he'll be fine. I mean, if Jayden doesn't get touched by Psycho Red, then he'll be fine. But if Psycho Red does that to Jayden, it's over. And if he does it to any single ranger, it's over. Would you consider Zato to possibly be the strongest ranger since he became a Morphin Master? I can say this. Zato would be the strongest, but power doesn't take you. He's powerful, yes, but everything else about him sucks. Because if he uses his power one time and he misses, he's done so. And that's in his battleizer or in any other form. Literally, after he uses his battleizer one time, he can't use it again. In his Morphin Master form, he's literally dying. He's literally, and he was literally out cold in his show because the man couldn't move. He couldn't fight anymore. That was pretty much it. Kevin would have jumped in anyway to protect it. Facts. And that's another thing that I hate that people bring up. They be like, oh, Kevin stopped him from beating Kevin's the one who officially beat Decker and not him. He beat Decker already, but he decided to give sympathy to Decker, and then Decker doing the one time that he's not a noble person, he decided to sneak Jayden, and then Jayden ended up getting saved by Kevin. That's pretty much it. Nick clears. Nick is just strong. That's it. Jayden is Connor's victim. No, he's not. No, he's not. Tyler? Stop it. Bro said Tyler. What is Tyler? What have you ever seen Tyler do? What has Tyler ever done? Nothing. What's Tyler ever beat? Nobody. So how would you do the Cosmic Fury finale? I would do it like in Space finale. Worldwide destruction. Everything being destroyed. Most Rangers coming back, because since they already had Rangers being captured inside the them cells or whatever, break out the cell, Rangers are here, bada bing, bada boom. We fighting the strongest version of Lord Zed, and we actually destroy Lord Zed. He doesn't just come here and then we talk no jutsu his ass and then we're done so. No, bro, we fight. That's what we got to do. Korag destroys Jayden. No, he doesn't. Korag is on like the same level as freaking Decker. They're both the same.
And the role of Jayden should have gone to an Asian American or a New Zealander, I guess, because Jayden Shiba doesn't make a lick of goddamn sense.
Remember to use my code 24B.
Stop your promos, man. Not here. But Jayden being white, go figure. It's American. They're Americanizing the season, so he's not gonna be Japanese. They could have put a Japanese American in there. I wouldn't have minded it. Nor do I care about him being white anyway, because it doesn't have nothing to do with me. If he was black, I guarantee you half the hate that he get would be gone. Because if you do hate on him for being black, you're racist. Word of my mother. But that's pretty much it.
FC7 is saving extra. Then I don't know. Video's over. You can like leave now.
WVid, bro. I'll vote with this. Let's see. I'm real though. Man, F that man. No. We're always here, man. We always gonna be here. Lauren Shiba deserved way more than this guy. No, he didn't. No, she didn't. But apparently she's bad because she's not Jayden. No one wanted to give her a chance because she sucked. I mean, she didn't suck. She's just not Jayden. Jayden deserved the glaze. Jayden is Jayden. You can't sit here and tell me, how do you feel about my one and all love, Scott Truman? Bro, Scott Truman is my favorite black Red Ranger of all time. Yes, I think he's better than Jack. I like him better than Jack, I should say. I can't say that he's better than Jack because they're both right here with me. Like it's Jack Scott or Scott Jack, depending on when I watched the season last, and then goddamn TJ. Yo, TJ. I mean, Jayden's a whole colonizer. Why? That man has never showed anything about being racist ever. I used to look up to TJ. I mean, it depends on how old you are, if that makes sense. What's the beef with Wes? There's no beef with Wes. It's just that Wes is just regular and organic. I like Eric better. That's why. I was Team Eric the whole way. So, and I'll always be forever Team Eric. That's how it always will be. Eric was in the damn way. No, Wes was in the damn way. Get him out of here. That's what I'm saying. Like, if Eric was just to do his thing, it would have been fire. If they let Eric do his thing, that would have been fire. Let's see what we're on. What they on over here.
1,000 is here, Heritage Live. There's the cut. Advance to 11,000. It's 10-5. We're on the cut
for this
with a Heritage Live bidder.
Bomba
asking 11.